Oh, guess where I've just been? Wellingborough. I collected our 113th bike, just from Wellington.
I can't wait to see this build.
It's not only the brand new Triumph Bobber, this is probably the first one in the entire UK that's actually been delivered. Well, it's a full build, like a big build. It's very different.
Super duper extra lightweight.
It's style different, it looks different. It rides further, look at that fat boy tank. Whoa! Don't do that.
Look at it, bro.
Whoa, nearly.
What a cool paint job.
Yeah, let's get it in here because I've got some stuff to show you and everyone's going to kick off, I know.
Oh, side panels. Sick.
Should we weigh it? Just quickly, because I'm pretty sure this is heavier than a standard bob. 251 kilos it were. Grab the thing.
Grab the goddamn scale.
239 kilos.
What?
Alright. That's interesting. No fuel in it, yeah? Does that mean that this is lighter than a bike that was before? Ah, do you know why? But they're anodised aluminium.
Oh.
Which means the Triumph must have gone, oh my god, we're making this bike so fat now, we've got to put it on a diet. Let's have a look at the battery. This is all the same, this is the same. What if they, that's always been there.
What if they thought like, 8 years further on, oh, we'll use that hole one day.
We've always looked at it.
Yeah.
So we started taking apart the brand new 2026 Bobber. There was a lot of things on this bike that are slightly different to the bikes that came before it. Lots more hoses, emissions, equipment, and lots of stuff that we're going to be removing, and more stuff that we've got to design around. This is an exciting new change, and we're really looking forward to getting stuck in. I do actually like these. I do like this. So by the time we had a look at all this new engineering, me and Evan got to work and we ripped this bike to absolute pieces.
It's like inspired by an SL, isn't it? But like years later.
Yeah, with the carbon edition.
I know.
That's brand new.
New style yoke.
S5.
Seen the bottom yoke, right?
No.
Oh. Alright, well we got new yokes. This is an S5 yoke.
Thor 100 2026 S5 editions.
S5. So we were on V4, which was version 4. We're now on S5. It's a sportier version of the yokes. Actually changes the angle of the forks. Different rake.
Lightweight as well.
And much lighter weight.
Wow.
I mean, you can see already there's just much more shape to these. Everything flows a little bit nicer.
Loads of weight.
Not that a V4 there was anything wrong with it. It can always be better. It can be better.
Yeah.
It will be. So yeah, these are integrated as well, integrated handlebars. So instead of running clip-ons rounded forks, we run them in the handlebars in the top yoke. Let's get it bolted up, shall we?
Oh.
So these brand new designed S5 yokes look absolutely incredible. This is the version with the integrated handlebars. We first introduced these on the Superlight Bobbers, which were really popular. These have updated geometry, they're much more sporty, and they take over from the V4. 10 years ago when I started Thornton 100, I didn't even think we'd be able to get to a version 4 of the billet yokes. These yokes and this design took Thornton 100 from zero to the big company that you see today. We owe a lot to these yokes, but really now, it's time for us to move forward.
One thing I haven't mentioned, this whole bike's getting put together with titanium bolts. So we've got a silver titanium bolt kit on this, which, we like the black bolt kits, we like all the bolt kits. There's something special about the silver ones, that just really look like jewellery.
So this customer's going for a super crazy spec bike, so we've got the upgraded, bespoke, upside down forks going in.
Before we do that, whilst we're on the handlebars, these are like what we run on Evo Bobber. Whoa! Smart bit of kit. So you see machined, nice clamp, and
That's
then
not even the main bit, bro. Show them the main bit.
that.
So this customer's getting an airbox delete, and there's loads of titanium going into this bike all over, coupled up with a load of billet parts as well.
Titanium. Wavy discs.
Installation. Get me a rear disc then.
Please, thank you.
Now, Wicker.
You ever watched Tron? I'm about to frisbee this through you, bro. So these calipers were developed with Hell to make some bad boy, serious stopping power. Shout Hell boys.
So like James said, we developed these brake calipers with Hell Engineering in the UK, but they're fully Thornton 100 branded.
Can you just please everyone on YouTube?
Can I let go of this caliper?
No mute, yeah. I'm just sticking the Hell calipers on. I think I'll let you go for a little while and I'll sort out all the brake lines, sort out all the wires up here, and then, yeah, we should see a bit of a change.
Wow, there's a lot to do there, mate.
Yeah, I've got a fair bit to do.
Do you want to send us to this guy?
Send us to this guy.
I'm doing this. This is Evan's waterless coolant, not Evan's coolant.
Huh?
No, you?
I'm just putting together some bits for you.
This is the craziest thing ever. We don't talk about this. The
Side stands.
full CNC billet aluminium side stand is crazy work, man.
We're messing about upstairs, doing work. I've done those things. I've done these. Those.
Them ones. Messing about.
That one. Those.
Key relocation device.
Yeah, so that's actually about to change. Jody's just printing a new one.
Right, you're alright.
I made that so that we can get all the points to measure off of.
No, we're going to print it and have it real nice.
So exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what you said.
So we've got lots of bling parts going on here. We've got the custom billet cradle brace going in, and we've got the titanium bolts holding it all together. And you can get all of this on our web store.
We've got to find the bolt as well. I love this snap.
Say it one more time.
Should we get the back wheel in?
Oh yeah.
That's
Make some space.
You don't like
Plugs,
back.
foot plugs are going to have to be swapped out. They don't look right. Looks weird. So Evan's just about to put the rear wheel in this bike. Probably noticed that we've taped up the frame, and that is because Evan was designing the custom titanium exhaust to fit into here. And while Evan was doing that, I designed and 3D printed a brand new ignition key relocator bracket.
Titanium straight through on the seat exhaust.
Yeah.
So Evan's chucking these titanium exhausts in. You can see on the welds there's no discoloration whatsoever, so that means they're really good and strong and there's no oxidization on it. When we first start this bike up, these will change colour very quickly, but we've got to be careful not to burn the titanium.
Crankcase breather.
Another one that is with these under-seat exhausts, people think that it just spews horrible contaminants onto the tyre and that you're going to immediately die. Do you want to disprove that?
No, completely true.
Completely true.
All of our customers are dead that have that set up.
Yeah.
Oh, it heats the tyre up well. Great.
Yeah.
Warm tyres.
come back.
Call it there, and I'll do some rear brake hose things, some little stuff in the back of the tray, and then we'll pop back next week with some paint.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Let's send it, bro. Okay. Is this it?
Are these people allowed to see this stuff?
I don't
I
know.
haven't seen these. This is not for an XR600. Look how lightweight this tank is. You know how expensive this tank is? And how many months it takes for us to build. It's golden! That's crazy! Whoa.
Looks like a jelly belly.
That does look like a jelly belly. This was built to match our clients'. Evan, I just realised what this is from. You know how when we kept going, whose is this?
Yeah, that one was. We have another one. We do.
We do have another one. Okay. Anyway, this is the mount. Yeah, Evan knows what's going on. I've got no idea. So, boys at Image Design Custom, and girls, Mandy actually has sorted us out. So you might know Image Design Custom from all of the Red Bull graphics and helmets and custom MTBs. This is our carbon fibre fuel tank. You still see inside is carbon.
But you can still see it's carbon under that paint there.
Yeah, but not on top.
Yeah.
That is beautiful, isn't it? Look at that finish.
Wow.
So, we have this to go on, which will live here like this. Is there anything under that that I'm not? We designed these carbon tanks completely from scratch. They have billet mounts, billet hardware, and they look absolutely incredible with a couple of extra swage lines built in, and you get a little bit more fuel capacity with them as well. WTF Triumph.
No adjustability on this one, that's crazy.
Why would we go from this to this? Anyway, they're both shit. So, this is our solution.
It's not hard, is it?
Yeah.
Show
if
the
you're
original
shorter,
one.
you can go forwards. If you're longer, you can go backwards.
We even have more adjustability than the old ones.
Yeah, in the old ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
way more.
Yeah. It's like 10 mil either way.
And people might say, oh, 10 mil won't do a lot. 10 mil is a lot.
It do. So, we got new conduit that we designed.
Wow.
Evan helped design some of these bits that hold these lights in. So, yeah. What we got a seat base as well.
Hang on, we're not giving this enough credit. This is lighter, thinner, more sleek, better lights,
Yeah.
and because we've been manufacturing for so long, they're actually going to be slightly cheaper.
They're cheaper than the last one.
These are like, everyone loves the little light pods we do up underneath the seat base.
Yeah.
This is essentially the same thing. This shape matches that.
Whoa.
So this is different, and the reason being is because this is different. So everything is different on the 26. So that goes on there, that goes on there, which all goes on there. So let's put it on there.
3, 2, 1.
So the 2026 bikes don't have adjustable seats, so we fix that with our brand new seat mount, which integrates 3-in-1 stop indicator and running lights. These are integrated into a 3D printed housing, and you get an extra 20 mil of adjustment for taller or shorter riders.
Usually you would run that down the side of the airbox, down there, and then plug in through the little hole in the battery tray. But ignore what I'm about to do, because we don't want to run this anywhere near those hot exhausts. Man, I love these K&M filters. They're so easy to use. They've been on so many of our builds. On WFBs, RR Supercharged. They've been in the sand. They've done their job. And they're very easy to clean. Easy to re-oil. And they just look awesome, don't they?
Yeah. The oil breather there, that's so sick.
Yeah.
I love that it's actual performance, bro.
I know.
They don't-
See their demonstration
Yeah,
with their little
so-
vacuum. It's a big difference.
It's just amazing.
We got K&N in everything, haven't we?
Mate, I've literally got it in my car.
In the car.
Yeah.
I've got it in my van. Got it on my bike at home. Got it on my KTM.
So if you guys need to sort your bike out, your car out, anything, head over to K&N and grab some bits. They've supported us for a long time.
Definitely.
And we're really stoked to be a part of the K&N team.
We go for the first start?
Hell yeah.
I just put dog hair on the seat.
Look at the purple coming out, bro.
That is just for starters. Yeah.
You have to season these up a little bit.
Yeah, so they have to be seasoned. So if you start revving Kevin all over that, that will burn.
Yeah. Still changing colour.
It's still going now. That's why you have to cut them early.
Look
that goes golden and that kind of ties it in. But after I've ridden this round here, around there, and back round and come back, and we go and park it for our photos,
it'll be sorted.
It will have changed colour again.
The thing is, it's got to be air cooled, doesn't it? It can't.
You need the air to cool the pipes.
Yeah. Otherwise, it just, like you said, just goes like horrible, doesn't it?
Well, they kind of just go back to like titanium colour.
It's like when you season a wok for the first time. You know what I mean?
What is this? A Hexclad advert?
Hang on.
32 kilos. That's insane. What? 98.5. Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's it.
I'll have to reference
98.5 plus
105.85.
8. 211.5.
Just did 105 plus 8.
Oh, sorry. What was it? 98.5 plus 105.8. I wonder why things don't ever fit. 4 kilos. What was it before, cameraman?
I don't know. I mean, that's pretty insane, guys.
When did 230 something?
Yeah. Ready for my cameo?
Yeah, man. Why'd you bring the lawnmower?
I know, I just had to, I was busy. Guys, if you like this bike, click here, check out my YouTube channel because there's lots more where that came from. But today's star of the show is the Carbon Super Lightweight 2026 Triumph Bonneville Bobber. This thing looks so insane. We've never done a paint job like this one. Obviously full carbon tank, so we replaced the 14 litre tank with this one. This is still 13.5 litres though, so we're still pretty close on the capacity, but we also got the much wider seat base on this, so it's a little bit more comfortable. Different seat base, but there's lots of new parts on this as well, such as S5 bottom yoke, integrated S5 top yoke, and we've also got titanium exhaust and the new rear light section as well with the extendable adjustable seat mount. So the 2026 bike doesn't have an adjustable seat mount, so it's nice that we've got that back. Got the high ground clearance foot pegs and then all of the billet and titanium components that we've got tied into this as well. Brand new billet Thorn 100 levers, which looks absolutely insane, but I'm super happy with what this has turned out, guys. If you like the bike, jump in the comments, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like the paint job. Let me know if you like our new integrated S5 yokes as well, because there's lots of bits on this bike that are going to be taking inspiration for new products moving forward. So hit the subscribe button please, because it really definitely helps us, and we'll catch you in the next one.